Lately I've been noticing something about myself. I haven't really wanted to be around anybody lately. Not because I'm angry, not because I hate people, but I just genuinely enjoy being by myself right now. It feels good. Um, when I get around a lot of people, or not even when I get around a lot of people, just when I sense negative energy, bad energy, it just throws me off. And actually, that's not even all of it. Like sometimes it don't even have to be that. I think it's just genuinely me wanting to be alone so I can hear my thoughts, so I can think correctly, so I can plan correctly, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, am I right or wrong for feeling like this? Is there anybody else out there that feels the same way that I feel? It's like I enjoy solitude. Most people see that as being lonely. No, it's peace in that. I find peace in that. I'm very peaceful with my solitude. There's nothing lonely about it in my mind, in my opinion. I love it. Um, I just don't, I'm just in a space right now to where I need to figure a lot of things out. Uh, I don't, I never needed a big crowd. I never needed to be around a crowd of people. And right now it's like that realization couldn't be more pure. You know what I mean? It's like for me being distant from everybody is a breath of fresh air for me. I don't, like I said, I'm not staying away from anybody because I'm angry or I hate people, but I really do truly enjoy being by myself. I mean, it's fun. It's to some people it might sound crazy saying being alone is fun, but it's really not. It's really not being crazy at all. It's really, I mean, because it was a time where I was around a lot of noise, around a crowd of people. Everybody, you got people talking to you from different directions. You can't focus on everybody at one time. It's just too much noise. You can't hear your own thoughts. I remember it was times years ago where I actually used to dream about having peace. If you know what I mean, I used to dream about being in an area where I was alone in a quiet environment to where I could think. I didn't understand it years ago. Back then, I didn't understand it, but now I understand it. My spirit has been wanting that for years. I've always craved it, and that's why now it doesn't. I don't feel lonely. I feel I'm at peace because I done been there before. I done been around the crowds of people. I done been there and done that. But that's not what I like. That's not what I like. That's not my thing. And you're gonna have your people that's gonna look at you like you're acting funny, but they don't really understand. You can explain to them, but they still not gonna understand the way you feel right now. They not even right. I'm not even gonna say right now. I'm just gonna say in general. Like some people don't understand solitude because they have to be around people. It's a lot of people that have to be around people. I mean, I don't know what their reasoning is. Maybe because they need to feel importance. They need to. I'm not even sure what it is. A thousand reasons, but when it comes to me, I know I like to be alone. I like to be by myself so I can think correctly. I can plan my next moves. I'm really like I guess you could say secretive. I don't tell everybody my business. I mean, I learned from that because it was a point in time to where I was the type to be always wanting to tell somebody what's going on with me. Or when they ask a question, I'm telling them everything. I'm just spilling everything out from one question that they ask. It's like honestly, it's not good to tell everybody your business. It really ain't. It's not good. I mean, most of the stuff that goes on in your life should be to yourself. You shouldn't tell nobody. You should keep it to yourself. It ain't nobody's business. on what your next moves is or what you got going on. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna be there for you like you will. And that's the truth. You know, I mean, truly. Some people might say they'll help you out, lend a hand or whatever, but ain't nobody gonna really have your back like you gonna have your back, if you understand what I'm saying. So at this point in my life, at 45, most people will say you're 45 and you're single or divorced and you're lonely. Not really. I'm not lonely. Trust me, I enjoy this. It's a breath of fresh air, and I'm in. I had to heal. I went through a divorce, and you know that I became very strict about who I allow around me and who I spend my time with. So it's really um it's a win for me because I really I really enjoy it. I don't feel bad about choosing to be alone. I mean, because you only get one lifetime, man. You can't. I don't think it's good for anybody to be around a crowd of people all the time. I mean, even if you marry, you still need some time to yourself sometimes. That's a fact. You still need time for the man and the woman. You still need time to yourself sometimes. It's good to be around your spouse or your significant other, but there are times where you're going to need a little space. Not saying having space is a bad thing, but it just sometimes where you need that time alone to talk to God, to get your thoughts right, to just recalibrate. And right now, that's what I'm doing. I would say it's a recalibration because I really enjoy not being around a huge crowd of people because I get uncomfortable when I'm around a bunch of people, and I could pick up on energy real quick, and that's another thing. I've done been places, I've done been invited places, but once I walk in the door, I could just look around from left to right, and I could just see the atmosphere and just feel the negative energy that's in that atmosphere, and I immediately want to leave. You know, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I know I'm not the only one that feel this way, but yeah, people will look at you like you're like you weird or you're acting funny because you want to be alone. It has nothing to do with that. Those are the people that can't be alone. The people that look at you like you're crazy or you acting funny because you want to be alone, you want to be in solitude. Those are people who can't do it. Trust me, them are the people that can't do it. Because a person that can't do it, they're gonna understand where you're coming from. They're gonna understand everything that they're gonna understand your choice of wanting to be alone. You know what I mean? They're not gonna question it. They might ask you a couple questions, but it's not gonna come off to you as they question you because they think you're acting funny. You know what I mean? So, it's just like I said, it's just a breath of fresh air for me to be alone, to be in my own thoughts. I mean, to actually be in a place where it's actually quiet. No arguing, no yelling, no drama, no just nothing is loud. All your time is just spent in complete solitude. It's a lot of people out there that can't do it. It's a lot of people that's scared to be alone. It's a lot of people out there that's scared to be alone. But not this guy. Never. I never was scared to be. I always been a loner. I guess you could call me sort of like an introvert, but I have my reasons. If you the type of guy that or gal, type of man or woman that like to be by yourself, that's a good thing. Because you can't always be around a crowd of people and be around everybody. Especially if you're the type of person that can pick up on the energy. The gift of discernment. Yeah, yeah. I've heard that It's a thing that some people say that's a gift and a curse, having the gift of discernment. I don't think it's a curse. It's 100% a gift. Because if you can walk into a room and immediately read the room in less than a couple minutes, that is a blessing. Or when somebody talks to you or telling you something, you can easily tell if it's a lie or the truth. Just because it's in you, you know when somebody's being truthful and when somebody's lying to you. And I'm one of those people. So when I know somebody that's lying, when they're telling me something or we talking about anything, I don't say nothing. I don't call them out on it. I just keep a mental note of it and move accordingly. Because it's like, okay, well, I don't know why you have the need to tell me this in this form, or I don't even know why you need to tell me this, but you're telling me this. So in my mind, I'm taking a mental note of that. It's something, okay, that's not right. There's no way you should be telling me this, and you shouldn't be telling me this in the way that you are telling me this. So it's like, I mean, man, I just know one thing. It feels good being alone. And like I said, I'm not, let me rephrase that. It feels good being in solitude because it's not being alone. Like, I'm not lonely. That's what I mean. I think I've been through so much, throughout the years. I had many experiences. So it's like now at the age of 45, I am totally at peace. I don't care to be around, you know, a bunch of loud noise. I don't care if I don't get invited to places. I really don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It really doesn't. I mean, some people really don't understand the value of somebody enjoying solitude. They really don't understand. You know what I mean? They don't understand the value. They don't understand the peace that's within that. And it's crazy to me to see how some people need to be around a crowd of people every day. It's like, why? Why do you feel like you need to be around a ton of people? Because I know me, when I'm around a ton of people, I automatically get irritated. Not because I'm around a ton of people, but most likely 9 times out of 10, when you're around a ton of people, it's going to be a bunch of different voices hitting you from left and right. People just being loud for no reason. It's like, why are you being this loud? And this person is right in front of you, you talking to them. Like, you talking to this person like y'all are down the road from each other and y'all got to yell at each other to hear each other. It's like, it's a ton of other things, man. But it's just like, lately I just been enjoying my solitude, and I've been able to make decisions more. Um, how can I say this? Being in solitude kind of affects your thinking process in a positive way, not a negative way, but in a positive way.